Okay, good. So, how do you feel about this test? Like you now you have gotten back your result. So, how do you feel about your own performance? Hmm? On a scale of 1 to 10, so do you think you have done well, or have you have done your best, or you could have done better? Okay. Okay. Last time, what was the percentage you get? 23 over last time. Then now, this time round. Okay. So seems like this is your which drive math homework is it? Tuition. See. So seems like you are always seems like this is your bottleneck. So what's the uploading? Still uploaded already. Very good. So seems like you have this bottleneck. Where is it? Okay. Seems like you have this bottleneck. Like 22 over 30 is about 73%. Yeah. So seems like you are always in this 70 to 75% range. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but this is your bottleneck. So what do you think? How can we improve from here onwards? Do you think we can improve from here onwards? Or this is the best already? Yeah, I'm launching it. Any careless mistakes you made over here? Wow. Careless mistake again? Yeah. Yes. First one. Here. Can you see? If not, you can actually move to the front. Okay. So I don't know why you keep making this mistake. I don't know why. Because simply, are you allowed to use your calculator? Okay, if you're allowed to use a calculator, I don't know why you will end up with -9. There's no way you will end up with -9. Okay? It's not about positive or negative. It's about using the calculator. Unless you tell me you never use the calculator here. And I think you never use the calculator here. If you use the calculator, you will never end up with -9. So so what is your problem here? What's your problem here? What's your problem here? Remember the other time? -3 times -3, you get -6. What's your problem here? And this time round, -3 times -3x squared, you get -9x squared. So what's the problem here? Are there any problems with these two? Are there any problem with these two? Answer my question now. What are the problems? Wrong. What about the second one? Okay, I don't. You see, until today, until now, I have talked about it. You still don't know what is your mistake. Your mistake is not about positive, negative, 9, 6. Your mistake is not about that. So what's your mistake? And you're still having the mistake now. If I give you this, what are you going to do? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? I have been stressing these things time and again. What is that one thing I stress all the time? Stress means underscore highlight to you all the time. What calculator?
Using the calculator.
What using the calculator? When? When you use calculator?
This type of question.
Only this type of question?
Like exam, test, normal.
All the time. When you are supposed to use the calculator?
All the time.
All the time. Why I say so? Why I ask you to keep using the calculator all the time?
Because the calculator is correct.
If you key in correctly. Right? So you have not, maybe you have listened to me, but you have not followed through with actions. You still think very highly of yourself. So that's the reason why I say it's not about negative or positive. It's never about negative or positive. Right? It's about what the calculator tells me. Hello. What did I say?
Use calculator all the time.
Exactly. So what's your problem now? I mean, all the time. Why you can never hit above 75% and above? Yeah, above 75%. You think too highly of yourself. You refuse to use calculator. Why people will end up with -6? Why people will end up with -9? Because they think too highly of themselves. They think that they will get it without using a calculator. And by the way, this is also a kind of like sloppiness, laziness as well. Is it so hard to punch the calculator? No, right? Okay. One mistake. I mean, one nonsense mistake. 3 marks. Is it 3 marks?
Yeah.
So 25 over 30, so that's 80% already. Just because you are in a way, right? You know, when you refuse, I mean, when I look at this and you get -9, by the way, this mistake is you purposely, you think that it's okay lah, so easy, I know the answer lah, no need to punch the calculator lah. But by the way, are you running out of time?
Yeah.
You're running out of time? Second question leh.
No, I didn't have time to check.
Oh, wait. There's no need for check. Your first action is use calculator, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you use the calculator, it's wrong. You check also wrong, ma.
You know, like after I finish the whole paper,
Yeah.
I usually check one more time.
Okay, you can check one more time. But what is your first action? Let's not talk about checking first. What's the first action? Calculator first, right? Right? Why you depend on your check? Oh, that means you are trying to tell me, hey, I start without calculator, because I still can check. Are you talking about that?
Because sometimes when I use calculator,
Yeah, also wrong.
I might type wrongly.
Okay, type wrongly. So okay, let's differentiate the two problems now. One of them, type wrongly. So this one is type wrongly or no calculator involved. Which one? This one is type wrongly or you never use calculator?
I did use calculator, but
Oh, okay. So if you use calculator, then you type wrongly. So who can help you? Right? Does it make sense? Type also type wrongly. Then who can help you? Okay, so I cannot help you. Next. Then this one. What's wrong with this one?
Um,
Open bracket, right? Then underline similar term, right? Then what's the problem here? They ask you the expansion, right? Expand, right?
yeah.
So you expand already, then you go and divide by 2. What does that mean? What do you mean by you divide by 2? Expansion. Okay, what the question 1? Part 2, expand, yeah, expand. You go and divide by 2. What's the meaning of divide by 2? What's the action here? Divide by 2.
Option
Simplify by divide by 2. What are you talking about? No, hold on. They ask you to expand, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, this is the answer already. Because I am done with expansion. And then if I need to combine similar term, I combine similar term already. This is combining similar term, right? Am I right? Am I right? So you expand already, you combine similar term already. What else you want to do? You go and divide by 2. You know what's the meaning of divide by 2? You know what's the meaning of divide by 2? Oh, by the way, I don't quite understand. Okay, so let me just try to understand. You divide by 2 like on the left hand side, and then you divide by 2 on the right hand side. When do you use divide by 2 on the left and the right? When? Hmm? Give me a scenario.
Like, you know, 4x
Mm-hmm.
goes to
Mm.
8.
Very good. So you divide by 4 here, right? And then you divide by 4 here, right? What is this? What's this? What's this called? Equation. What's this?
Expression.
Yeah. So, for the equation, you can use the divide by 4, right? Both left and right. Over here. But let me ask you, what is the meaning of divide by 2 here? Let's say you end up with $4 and you tell me you divide by 2. So the answer is, let's say, $2. What does this mean? You end up with less suddenly. Oh, by the way, do you understand this? Expand and simplify. By the way, are you simplifying? Like, let's say 4. Then if you like say I divide by 2 again, I get 1. What? 1 is simpler than 4. Does it make sense here? 1, okay, is 1 simpler than 4? Is the number 1 simpler than the number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you end up with 4, do you still need continue? Why not? Cause what?
4 is the final answer.
Yes. So 4 is the final answer here, right? So the same way. So you end up with this. You can continue to divide by 2. What you are trying to do? You try to? What are you trying to do? Huh? Lesson, right? Be confident when you answer. What are you trying to do?
Lesson.
Lesson means, oh, can you use a simpler word? So you have problem with English. So what are you trying to do? You divide by 2. Make it smaller. I mean, so why you want to make it smaller? You end up with 20. I want to make it smaller. Divide by 20. What? Does it make sense? No? Does not make sense. So another one mark on. We without any reason. Okay? Not about concept. These two mistakes, they are not about concept. Next. So what's wrong with this?
I tried using the higher common factor.
You use whose method first?
I saw the number and then I wasn't sure what number to divide it from.
Then you use the common one, right?
Yeah, and then I somehow couldn't get the number.
You cannot get the number using the HCF.
It didn't seem right.
Did you show me this? Where is this?
Because I used pencil.
Yeah. Where?
And then.
You mean here?
Yeah, but I erased it afterwards.
Okay, good. So I can see 24, 16, 20. What's the first number you put? I see 2.
I put 2.
Yeah. So you end up with 12, 8, 20. That looks good. So divide by 2 again, right?
Yeah.
So 6, 4, 10. I see you put a 2 again. 3, 2, 5, right?
Yeah.
Anything else? 没有了. So your this is correct. So what is the highest common factor? Where you get the 8 from? I'm asking where to get the 8 from. You cannot just tell me 5. Set. 3.
The side.
This one, right?
Yeah.
So this one give you what? Which is? Good that you are using a calculator. Very good. Yeah, good. So that's how you get 8. So once you get 8, what's the next step? Split. Why I see 4? Why I see 4? Why I see 4? 为什么? Why? Answer my question. Why 4? Why? Who said you couldn't get the 8? Why you couldn't get the 8? Okay, what's the next step after this? This HCF is correct. What's the next step? There is no next step. What is the next step? Answer my question. Or you never even bother to get the next step. Or you get this, you don't know how to get the HCF.
No, I got.
Huh?
I got count.
You got what?
And I got press the.
Then you get what? 4. You press the calculator, you get 4. Or you get what? Nonsense. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so I didn't. So I
You press the calculator, you got nonsense.
No, like maybe I pressed wrong or something.
Once again you press wrong. Who can help you if you press wrong? What do you mean by you press wrong? What do you mean by you press wrong? Tell me. What do you mean by you press wrong? How to press wrong? Okay, like you press wrong. Then how come you end up with 4? Well, where do you get the 4 from here? Or you try another method? So the 4 here is from other method, is it? Huh? Or just guess?
I started seeing which number could divide by.
Okay, so basically you press the calculator and you get some rubbish, and then that's why you give up. Like, oh, I'm not going to use this. I just do it my way. Are you trying to say that? Are you trying to say that?
Yeah.
If you take the side one, how to get nonsense? Or I mean, if you get nonsense, what nonsense is that? I want to know what nonsense. Or maybe it's 8, then you refuse to take it as 8. Maybe you get the 8, but you think 8 is nonsense. Yeah, not true.
No, I didn't see 8.
You didn't see 8. So what you see? Some 2 point something, all those. Huh?
It's like a 2-digit number or something.
Oh! Did you times everything? Did you times everything? Did you times everything? Did you times everything? If you times everything, of course. But you are supposed to times what?
The side.
Yeah. If you times the side. By the way, if you keep pressing wrongly, nobody can help you. Simple as that. Who can help you if you press wrongly? Does it make sense to you? Can I help you if you press wrongly? Can I help you if you press wrongly? Can I help you? Then okay. So you make mistake because of your own nonsense. I think your
I
spelling is wrong, but I still give it to you, right?
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
the teacher say
Yeah.
spelling. Cause they only focus on like.
No. How many times I asked you to memorize? Which is the other word I asked you to memorize? Wait. Yeah, parallelogram. And then? Trapezium. And then until today, and you are still getting it wrong. This shows your laziness. Attitude not right. Your attitude is not right. By the way, did I ask you to memorize the trapezium word once, 2 times, 3 times, or more than 10 times? Answer me. Answer my question. How many times I asked you to memorize trapezium and parallelogram? How many times? Countless. Until you cannot remember. Right? Or one time only. Or never. Answer my question. No, what no? It's either countless time, cannot remember, or once, or never. You cannot remember. How many times already? Am I right? Hello?
Yeah.
Too many times, right? I also lost count already. Oh? So your attitude is not right. Oh? Okay? So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? We talk about this, right? How do you find the gradient? How do you find the C? Right? First thing first. How do you find the C? How do you find the... Okay, let's talk about the equation 1 first. Okay? How do you find the gradient? How do you find the C? It depends which line you are looking at. Which line you are looking at for equation 1? This one is your equation 2. Then therefore this is your equation 1, right? Right? Hello, answer my question.
Yeah.
So this is your 1, huh? So we are supposed to look at this. What's the y-intercept? What's the y-intercept? Okay, you need to stand up and come over, okay? You don't need to sit there. Too comfortable for you already. What's the y-intercept in this case? You don't want to be in the camera, you just stand here, okay? Then point. Or if you don't mind, then you can also come. Point, where's the y-intercept? What's this point? Did you get this point? Or you just leave it blank? 0. What's this point? 1?
1 point.
So you have to count, right? 1 point something, right? It depends what is this point. So it's 1 point. So how many you need here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
1.2.
This one.
1.4.
Okay, good. So equals to 1.4. What's your answer? You get the answer or not?
So they asking for the.
Yeah, I don't know what. Never mind. Before they ask the x and y, because they want the intersection point, right?
Yeah.
So never mind. I want to test you other stuff. I want to make sure that you know other stuff as well. Not only you need to know like the answer for the question, you also need to know other stuff. Okay, what is the y-intercept for this point? I'm talking about here already, which is your b. You see, it's your b, eh?
Yeah.
What's the y-intercept? 5. How do you find the gradient for the 1? Use the formula, right?
Yeah.
Which y2 you choose? How come there is no labeling or at all? Then you suddenly come up with the y2 already. Which y2 you choose? Answer me. Which y2 you choose, which x2 you choose, which y1 you choose, which x1 you choose. So that means what you are supposed to do to find the m is to have 2 points, right?
Yeah.
Which 2 points you pick? Come. I'm talking about 1 now. Which 2 points you pick? Which 2 points you decide? Which point do you think is easy to pick? You mean this point?
Yeah, but that looks like 0.
This is 0.8?
Instead of 1.
Yeah. This is not looks like, it is negative 0.8. What you wrote? 1.4. This is 1.4. Did you write 1.4 here? Did you write 1.4 here? That means you basically you don't know how to label this point. Can't you see this is minus 1? Can you see this is minus 1? Can you see? So just little bit next to it. How can it be 1.4? So this is the point. Which is the other point you pick, which make life easy for you. Because you need 2 points. Another point. Which line you're looking at now? 1. Okay, good. Line. Trace your finger along the line. Then stop at the point you want. Line. Yeah, go. Which point you want to pick? Must be easy enough for you to read. Yeah. This one. Okay, good. So what's this point? 3?
1.
1 and?
3.
1 and 3. That's it. Then you can get the m. But anyway, you make the mistake because you read this point wrongly. This is 1 and 3. What on earth you read this as 3 and 0.5? You read this as 3 and 0.5, right? Am I right? What on earth makes you think that this is 3, 0.5? Did you write 3 and 0.5? What on earth? What's happening to you? And then you go and end up with all the nonsense here. Okay. Never mind. So there are a lot of mistakes here. What is the first mistake here? Oh no. Number. You can't even use the right term. We are doing coordinate geometry. You don't tell me nonsense like primary 1 or 2 primary 6 stuff. There are terms specifically for this kind of graph things. So what is wrong at first? What's the first mistake?
The points.
The points are all wrong. That means the reading of points are all what? All wrong. Yeah. So if the reading of point are wrong, we talk about that, right? If the points are read wrongly, part 2, part 3, part 4, all what? Correct. That's first problem. Second problem. What's the meaning of state the solution? If you have two lines, right? Where is the solution? Very good. The intersection point, right? Where's the intersection point in this case? But you read wrongly.
Here.
Yeah, you read wrongly. Can't help you. This is the second mistake. First mistake, you read all the points wrongly. So when you read all the points wrongly, your M and C and A and B, they are all what? Yeah. Because this one will affect the M, right? Okay? Huh? Yeah. Your this one all wrong.
I was rushing.
Oh, rushing that's why no time lah. That's why desperate, is it?
Because I skipped this question.
You skip okay, good. Basically you desperate lah, huh? Okay, good. Excuse. I mean, can give you excuse lah because desperate ma, right? But at least you know that your mistake lah. You read wrongly anyhow lah. Okay? Under pressure of no time. Right? So that means if you are given time, then you know what to do lah. Okay, I will let you do ah. This one is good. 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 So what's wrong with this? So it's the half of the larger number. So by letting, okay, this is the small number. So how do you form an equation out of this? This is English. The small number is?
X.
Bigger number is?
Y.
Okay, good. So how do you form an equation out of this statement? What's is, what's half, what's off? What's their equivalent mathematical symbol?
Off is times.
No, wait. We need to go one by one. We don't jump to the middle of the sentence. So we start with the small number.
X.
Is
Equal.
half
1
of
times
larger number.
Y.
Is it very hard? Is it very hard? Is it very hard? Is it very hard? Then write down equation. Done. That's the answer. 1 mark. Okay. Next.
Wait, then why my teacher put 2x?
哪里有 2x?
Like the correction.
Oh, it depends. My this one and this one is different. But if you do you do transformation, they are the same thing. You have the x here, right? You have the half y here, right?
Yeah.
How do you get to y? You divide by half. So you also need to divide by half. So 1 divided by half is? So these two they mean the same thing. It's just different format. Understand? So let's say how do you get x here? Let's say I go back. Let's say how do you get x here? You divide by 2, right? So this one you also divide by 2. So they are the same thing. Just different format. Are you clear? Okay. Then of course then you go ahead and simplify. Of course because this part is wrong, so the later part is affected. Understand me? The carry on. Okay. So yes. So I will say this question is it very hard? Answer me now. Is it very hard? We have been talking about how to form equation, right? How to form equation. What's the technique? So after today, you also don't know how to form. How to form equation?
One by one.
What do you mean by one by one? I'm confused.
Find the key point.
Yep. So the key sentence. Start with the key sentence, right?
Yeah.
So once you get the key sentence, then you just translate the keyword into mathematical representation, right? So is equal, right? Now you can see is equal. Half is 1/2, right? Off is times. So larger number y. So one number x. Make sense? Okay? So in fact, very good. Very good. So what is the major problem for this test? Is a lot of unnecessary mistakes. When I say unnecessary means there are two areas you also punch wrongly. At least two lah. So who can help you if you punch the calculator wrongly? I ask you to punch 2 plus 3, you go and punch 2 times 3. Can I help you? So next time when you punch calculator, you know what you do? What you want me to punch? Test me. Times, multiplication, something times something. Go. 10 times. 12. You know after I punch, right? You know what I will do? You want 10 times 12, right?
Yeah.
So what it means is, let's say the question is 20 times 15 times 2. You know what I will do? What you will do? Show me what you will do. What you do? Wrong. You know what you have done? You just key in, right?
Yeah.
And quickly press equal, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. What you are supposed to do? Look at how I do it, 20 times 50 times 2. Okay, double check. 20, 15, 2. Check. Okay, good. And I press answer. You know what I have done? Which step I have done extra? To check whether what I key in it matches the question or not. Because who knows? Sometimes I press plus in between the 15 and the 2. And if you press plus, you're not doing the question already, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you can avoid making mistakes like press wrongly. By the way, you press wrongly, I think 4 marks gone. Because the first question you press wrongly is 3 marks. You still have to think 3 marks here.
Yeah.
You don't hear? Okay, so 4 marks gone because of that. So I will say, right, this time round you are performing very well, but what? But what? Press wrongly 2 times. Okay, and then you already expand, and then you already simplify. I don't know why you continue to divide. By the way, divide by 2 is not simplifying. By the way, there is no left and right here. Is there any left and right here? Is there any left and right here? Here.
Yes.
Why? Why yes? Yes. When you have the equal sign, this is called your left hand side. This is called right hand side. So that's why you have the left and right. What about this? Is there any left and right? No, because there is no equal sign. So when you have no equal sign, there is no left and right. When there is no left and right, you cannot do the negative divide by 2. Because if you divide by 2, basically you are actually trying to like reduce the answer. Did the question ask you to reduce the answer? 没有 right? Okay. So and then of course your this question, I don't know why you skip. Of course this highest common factor. You got the highest common factor method right, but you tell me what you end up with the rubbish. Maybe you key in everything, that's why you end up with rubbish. Did you key in everything? Well, be honest with yourself. If you think so, then 为什么 I mean end up with, or maybe 22 times 2 key in wrongly huh? Without the times in between, then you end up with 22 times 2 is 44. So next time when you key, what you do? 这个几分啊？哇 1 mark. So 5 mark 1 because of that. So next time when you key, oh by the way, even during our lessons, right, sometimes I ask you to key, you also key in wrongly. Are you supposed to use your brain? No, calculator first. Yes, you need to use your brain, but calculator always first. Okay? Okay, good. In fact, this test, I will say, generally no problem, but okay, of course, when it comes to this part. Now, please redo this question. Okay? Can you redo the question? I mean, redo the question in a way, what I need you to do is like, give me the M, give me the C, give me the A, give me the B. You have that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, go. In fact, this time you perform quite okay, but just that you keep maybe let me just write down the things that I need to tell your mom about this test. You continue with that the thing. Okay. Let me get this over. Oh yeah, spelling. I can't accept it. Spelling also wrong. Which two spelling? And very good. You better get it right, okay? Then I think next time every single time you come, I will test you one of them. So it shows your attitude is not right. I mean, not say 100% not right, but that little bit. What's the highest score in your class? Full mark? 没有啊。You okay, so you could have scored more than that, but anyway, you gave it up. By the way, you gave it up by -3 times -3 is -9. Yeah. Never use calculator properly, or press calculator also press wrongly. Is this table here or is supposed to be here? Next time come closer. Okay. I still redo. Where are you redoing?
I writing down the points.
Oh, okay. Can you use red color so that it's easier for you to see and for me to see also? Right? Thanks. Thank you. Actually, this time round you perform to my expectation. Conceptually means like you have no problem with all the concepts. Like you know the concepts well, but just that you punch calculator also punch wrongly, then it's very hard to. I mean, I cannot help you, right? Right? I cannot help you, right? By the way, before you continue with this question, actually, this question, if I join this PR, if I join this SQ, you get the same question. Am I right? How do you get the gradient of SQ? How do you get the y-intercept of SQ? How do you get the gradient of PR? How do you get the y-intercept of PR? Can you see they are the same? Same question? Can you see they are the same question? If I join them up? Yeah, okay? So, back to you. But you are lucky here. You know why you are lucky here? Yeah, they give the point. So there is no, you will not get the points wrongly. So that's the benefit of this question. Right? Yeah. They give you upfront. Over here, they also give you upfront. But in a more implicit manner. Like not so obvious. Okay? Yeah. Let me tidy this up a bit. How come they never label the... Did they label? How come they never label the x-axis? Where's the minus one?
On the side.
Where's the minus one? I don't see minus one. Oh, you cover it.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, yeah, they did. The 2 is here. Yeah, the 2 is here. The minus 2 is here. So they never put minus 1. They also never put 1. So in a way, right, it's good that you go and fill it up yourself. You understand me? Yeah. So basically they jump lah. Yeah. That's why I said their labeling is implicit, not so clear cut. Let me get this question over to the... Is your mom working today?
Yeah.
What time? What time start? What time she start work? 5. So that means right after this I can give her a call during our break. Okay, good. Go ahead. So what's your M? What's your C? Found already or not? Okay, good. So let me do the M and the C first with you. So the C is very clear cut. I just read this off the chart. I mean off this graph. So like I say, I think it's good that you go and label it yourself. Okay. So it's good that you label the one because they never label So it's good that you label it yourself. Okay. Okay. So once you label it, then you can see this is 1.2, this is 1.4. Yeah, so C is 1.4. I'm talking about this line. Then the gradient, like I say, you need to pick 2 points, right?
Yeah.
So which 2 point really depends on you. So maybe I prefer this point. Yeah, this is one of the point. So this point is 1 and, by the way, this is 1 and 3. Okay, then the next point I want to choose is the y-intercept point, which is here. So this point is my 0 and 1.4. Okay. Hello, are you looking at? Okay, so once you get these 2 points, it's very easy. So the gradient is y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. So I write here, this is my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, y2. So it's easier. So y1 is 1.4, y2 is 3, x1 is 0, then the other one is 1. So are you getting this? Or different point, different but the gradient should be the same. So what's the gradient?
I got 30.
What's my gradient here? Never mind, what's my gradient?
4.4.
Did you press one?
No.
Actually, it's 1.4 minus 3 over 0 minus 1.
Yeah.
Answer? 4.4. Good. Which two? What was your? Okay, which 2 point you choose? Did you choose one and 3? Which 2 points you choose? Tell me which 2 points you choose. Or did you take this point as 3 and 0.5?
No, I put 1 and 3.
Okay, then this point is what point you use? What point you use here?
I can't remember.
0. So this is negative. Come on. This point is negative, right? And then you can see this point is negative 0.8 and comma 0. Are you trying to make a fool of yourself? Can you write the number clearly or out of it so that you don't see the numbers like so convoluted on top of the black line, so convoluted like, oh my god, can't even see clearly. Yeah. Can I see your substitution just now? Yeah, I know whether you got where your sub in. You sub what? Show me. Stop. 3 minus 0. Okay, makes sense. Then 3 minus 0. Correct. 3 minus 0. Okay, you need to write down x1. Okay, which one is the x1, y1, which one is x2, y2? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make a mistake with that. So it should be. So you take y2 minus your y1. So you need to take the x2 minus the x1. So it's 1 minus. How come your bracket is? Mm-hmm. 1 minus. Yeah. Okay. So what's your answer? Never mind, you just tell me what's your answer. What's your answer? Just tell me what's the answer.
1 whole 2 over 3.
Okay, later we'll talk about why. Okay, good. So first half